English Oasis Vancouver History Series. Chapter 1, The First Nations. Nobuko. Hi, Alex. I am learning about the history of Vancouver. Alex, it starts with the coast. Salish people who lived here for thousands of years. Nobuko, I saw beautiful totem poles at Stanley Park today. Alex, those are symbols of the indigenous history and art of this land. Nobuko. Their connection to the ocean and the forest is very strong. Chapter 2, Gassy Jack and Gastown. Nobuko, did you find out how Gastown got its name? Nobuko, yes. It was named after a man called Gassy Jack Dayton. He opened the first saloon for the local mill workers in 1867. A whole town grew around his small business. Alex, that was the beginning of modern Vancouver. Chapter 3, The Great Fire of 1886. Nobuko, Alex, did you know that Vancouver was almost destroyed in 1886? Alex, yes, the Great Vancouver Fire happened just after it became a city. Nobuko. It only took 45 minutes for most of the city to burn down. Alex. But the people were brave and rebuilt the city very quickly. Nobuko. That is why many buildings in Gastown are made of brick. Chapter 1, The Arrival of the Railway. Alex, why did Vancouver become such a big port city? Nobuko. It was because the Canadian Pacific Railway arrived in 1887. Alex, that connected the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean by train. Nobuko, Vancouver became the gateway to the Pacific. Alex, it brought many people and goods from all over the world. Chapter 5, Stanley Park History. Nobuko, I am riding a bike in Stanley Park today. Alex, it was officially opened as a park in 1888. Nobuko. It used to be a military reserve before it became a park. Alex, Lord Stanley dedicated it to people of all colors and creeds. Nobuko. It is amazing that this huge forest was saved in the middle of the city. Chapter 6, The Story of Japantown. Alex, have you visited the area near Powell Street, Nobuko? Nobuko, yes. I learned that it used to be a busy Japantown. Alex, many Japanese immigrants lived there before World War II. Nobuko. It is sad to learn about their difficult experiences during the war. Alex, it is a very important chapter of Vancouver's multicultural history. Chapter 7, Lions Gate Bridge. Nobuko, Alex, I am crossing the Lions Gate Bridge now. Alex, that bridge was completed in 1938. Nobuko. It was actually built by the Guinness family, the beer company. Alex, that's right. They wanted to develop the land in West Vancouver. Nobuko, now it is an iconic landmark of the Vancouver skyline. Chapter 8, The Birth of Greenpeace. Alex, Vancouver is known as a very green city, isn't it? Nobuko, yes. Did you know the organization Greenpeace started here? Alex, I didn't know that. When did it start? Nobuko. In 1971, a small group of activists sailed from Vancouver to stop a nuclear test. Alex, Vancouver has always been a center for environmental movements. Chapter 9, Expo 86. Nobuko, I saw a big silver ball called Science World today. Alex, that was built for Expo 86, the World Exposition. Nobuko. That event changed Vancouver into a modern international city. Alex, it brought the SkyTrain and many other new developments. Nobuko, many people say Vancouver grew up during that year. Chapter 10, The 2010 Winter Olympics. Alex, Vancouver also hosted the Winter Olympics recently, right? Nobuko, yes, in 2010. The city was so full of energy and fans. Alex, I remember watching the hockey games on TV. Nobuko, it left a great legacy of sports facilities and pride for the city. Alex, you have learned so much about the past and present of Vancouver.
プロフィールから続きはご覧ください。